Hi, I'm Team SmartPak rider Shannon Dueck. Today's Ask a Trainer question comes from Linda, who's asking about mounting and dismounting and how to retrain or train a horse to stand quietly so it's not a dangerous time. Because we're halfway on and off a horse mid-mount or mid-dismount, we really do need to take training to stand through this as seriously as any other training that we're going to do with our horses. So this is the lovely 5-year-old Angelica, and this is not retraining, thank goodness, because she's always learned how to be a good girl. But you can see how careful I am, and this is how I would start with a green horse, always with an assistant. And if I'm retraining, I would have an assistant there until I started to feel very confident about the horse being able to stand. You have to have an assistant who's calm and quiet and stands on the off side of the horse so that they can help keep the horse square and straight for you as you're working through this. The assistant needs sugar. Sierra gives the horse sugar. Always I give sugar when the horse is successful in standing for me to mount, and then I make the horse wait until I use my leg and walk off like that. So I really want to teach good habits right from the beginning, but for retraining it might take quite a while, still be using the assistant. This is the next step forward. Sierra's still in the background there, and I'm giving her another sugar so that when the horse comes up to the mounting block and stands for me, she can then come forward and reward the horse. So here I line the horse up to the mounting block, and if she stands quietly there, if she wasn't standing quietly there, I wouldn't go to the next step. She stands quietly there for me. Sierra comes up and is holding the horse quietly, again on the off side, so that if the horse moves, she can move her back towards me. I take up my outside rein, my right rein, a little bit tighter, again, because if the horse moves, she'll move in towards me instead of away from me with the rein that tight, the outside rein tight. I make her wait, she got a sugar, and then I put the leg on. Every day I do this, and I still do this every day with every one of my horses. They have to be patient when I get on. Here is me at the next step, where I am training my horses to park at the mounting block. So I like to bring them up to the mounting block, and then I stand up, and if they're not quiet there, then I just wait till they're quiet there. Now, with patience, I use the whip just to touch her to move forward into the right parking spot. My left hand is forward, letting her go. Now it comes back and says wait, and there she waits. Now she's waiting for me, so I take the whip out of the way. I shorten up my outside rein so that if she moves, she'll move into me, and mount. You don't want to spend very much time in the air, so I mount fairly quickly without launching myself at the horse. And the sugar. Always the sugar. It really does make a difference. The horse starts to look forward to me getting on. So there she is, enjoying her sugar. I make her wait until my leg goes on, and we move off. This one is a bit of a fail. It happens to everybody, and believe me, in training this mare how to park, we've had a number of fails. But when we have the fail, it's no big deal. I just start again. Just as important as mounting, the dismount is super important. You drop your stirrups, both of them, and vault off. You do not want to keep one of your feet in the stirrups. If your horse leaves or spooks when you've got one foot in the stirrup getting off, that's a really dangerous time. You could get dragged. So again, there you go. I vaulted off. We call it vaulting off. It is by far the safest way to get off your horse. And then, yeah, she's kind of spoiled. She gets another sugar. So I hope this helps. Everybody's going to be so much happier and safer if your horses can stand for you. Take your time with the training. It's worth the extra time you spend.